So, it's been a minute. Um, haven't posted in over a year. It's been like a year and some change. So what's changed? What have I been up to? Nothing much. Still been going to the gym, still being consistent. We've been going consistently for 2 years now, but it's been about a year since I posted my last video. Actually, more than over a year. But just been consistent with it. Just have to be quite honest. As funny as it is, I can stay consistent with the gym, but not consistent with the workouts. So, but enough of that. I'm back. We're currently cutting as of right now. It's been a good year. It's been a good year and some change since the last time I was on here. Um, so it's currently 5:30 in the morning. We're about to go hit the gym real quick, little gym session before work. We got chest, triceps, and shoulders. I'm just gonna scarf this down real quick. This is on it. Well, I'm currently cutting, like I said, and this is the best if you don't have the time or the appetite to eat in the morning. This is honestly one of the best pre-workout snacks to kind of get your blood going, get you pumped up, get that glycogen filled up. Um, you know, I don't know. When I eat this, I just feel really great when I eat these right before a workout. So we're gonna scarf these down real quick. Um, but yeah, it's been a minute. I haven't been here in quite a while. As you can see, I'll probably show the transformation towards the end, but I'll show the before when I first started posting. Despite that, me not being here posting, that certainly hasn't deterred me from training. So, cutting. What are the downsides of cutting? And what are the hard parts of cutting? Well, if you're trying to get in shape or lose a certain amount of body fat while retaining muscle, I feel like that's the easy part. If you know what you're doing in terms of caloric, tracking and making sure you're on top of that, if you do it on a daily basis, I feel like that kind of comes pretty easily. It's not, for me personally, it hasn't been too complicated. However, I feel like the hard part when it comes to cutting is finding a way to satiate the hunger. You know, satiating hunger and making sure you're not hungry at all during a cut is pretty tricky. Because to some people they might say, "Well, I can eat some rice and some beans. It's healthy. I'll feel okay." But as you get closer and closer to that deficit, you know, kind of becomes a little bit harder because your body is not really, our bodies don't necessarily know the difference between, like, oh, we're on maintenance, we're cutting, we're bulking. They just understand hunger. Our bodies just understand, okay, we're hungry, we need to eat more. So, when you get closer to that deficit, it becomes a lot harder to stay full. So, what I do when I'm cutting is I try my best to find foods that are filled with a lot of fiber. A lot of high fiber foods is what's really going to make sure you don't get hungry. You can stay satiated during a workout. And a lot of it's mental too. A lot of people don't realize this, but the hunger is also very, very mental. And you got to have to find a way to combat that, especially because it's a daily thing. You don't cut for a week or two. You cut for, depending on your goal. But for me personally, I'd be cutting for 3 months sometimes, three and a half, or sometimes two, depending on how aggressive I attack the cut. But so that and staying motivated. Motivation is very much key when it comes to bodybuilding and lifting weights. But for me, motivation has never been an issue for me. Uh, I've never really, for me, I guess because I'm passionate about it, and I think when you're passionate about something, that's when body or for me, like I said, bodybuilding essentially is what I'm passionate about. But when you're passionate about anything, this can be like music, rap. I don't know if you're playing. I don't know if you're like a really avid chess player or something, whatever you're passionate about, it comes like breathing to you. It's like second nature, you know. It becomes like breathing to you. It's never been too complicated for me because it's something I'm very passionate about. I love to lift. Um, Ironically enough, I don't like to record myself lifting and be posting online. I'm trying to break that habit. We're going to be posting a little bit more, but we'll see how we feel. We'll see how we feel as we go along. I'm not going to make any promises either, because if I had to choose between posting and lifting weights, lifting weights is going to win every single time. I personally, I'm sorry, I can't do both sometimes. It's a little bit hard for me to do both. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best to be a little bit more consistent with that. So we have chest, shoulders, and triceps today. Um, might squeeze in a little calves today if we're feeling a little crazy. Mainly due to the fact that I've been trying to target calves more. I do legs every 4 days, but despite that, I feel like my calves are still struggling to grow a little bit. But we'll see how we feel. We're going to be doing some flat press, dumbbell press. I used to avoid dumbbell press for so long, but um, I'm starting to do it more now because I have a really bad shoulder, and I've noticed it's been hurting less when I do dumbbell press. So we got dumbbell press, shoulder press, and we got a seated incline press with some dips towards the end, and we're going to be also doing some flies. And then after that, we got some rear delts, side delts. If we have enough time, we should have enough time. We should. It's barely going to be 6, so we should have enough time. And then after that, we got triceps, and we're going to be doing only 2 tricep movements, overhead cable extensions, and probably some V-bar tricep extensions. Those are my 2 favorite movements as of right now for chest and triceps. I mean, for triceps, sorry about that. So for triceps, those are my 2 favorite movements as of right now. And that's pretty much it. We're going to be doing 3 sets of each workout. Pushing till failure, obviously, you guys already know. Well, from the last time, for those of you who saw the first and only video that I ever posted, and we'll see how we feel afterwards. We're going to record the pump and see how we look. Stay tuned if you'd like, because I'm going to be kind of interested to see the transformation. It's like I said, haven't seen the video footage yet. I'm going to go back to it. I haven't posted in so long, but I want to start being more consistent with it, and just tracking my progress and documenting it more, because I want to be able to look back at this stuff and look at the progression. It's a good thing to do every now and then when you're been training for a bit. I've only been in it for 2 years as of right now. But when you've been doing it for a bit, it feels good to look back at it and look at the pause. It feels good to look back at the footage, and really say, wow, like look at how much progress I've made, and look at the difference between back then and now. So we're gonna hopefully we've made a lot of progress in the year that it's the last time that I posted. Hopefully it's been a lot of progress. But sorry if I'm sniffling a lot. Not sick. Before anyone jumps to conclusions, I'm not. Somebody's breaking into somebody's car. Just kidding. So we're gonna be hitting chest, triceps, and shoulders real quick. And like I said, I'm not sick. For those of you who are wondering, not sick at all. What it is I have, like, I don't know what it is, but in the mornings when it's cold, I guess it's just like allergies or something. But my nose starts to get a little runny. But I'm not sick. I don't like to show up to the gym when I'm sick. Well, yes and no. It depends. If I'm sick, I try my best to, like, if it's not. Well, no, I try my best to not show up, because it's kind of inconsiderate to show up to the gym when you're sick. But everybody's different. So, but yeah, let's hit this gym sesh and see how we feel afterwards. So that just about covers it. We got a good chest pump, as you can see in the footage. Immaculate pump, immaculate gains. Big difference between a year ago, well, more than about over a year. I think it's a year. I have to check. It's like a year and some change, but big difference between then and now. A lot of progression, and sick ass pump today was amazing. Got a good workout in. Was great, great lift. Honestly, 10 out of 10. That just about covers it. I'm gonna get some breakfast in me before I clock in and get to work and all that good stuff. All that jazz. Great session. Honestly, I love morning workouts. They just hit different, because it's empty. It's like your playground. You get to do whatever you want. Don't have to wait too long for machines. Um, but yeah, I'll see you in the next one.